Good afternoon. Welcome back to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm here to do my latest book review, and I just want to say I love this book. I read it actually back in November of 2023, but the release date for the book was January the 30th of this year, which is 2024. And so I had already previously taped my review for this book, but unfortunately, I had an e-book copy on my Kindle, and the photo never came over with the rest of the book. So I found out this author was gonna be in the area here where I live, um, in Atlanta, and so I ordered the book hardcover, and I was like, I really would love to go meet her, but I wanted to get the hardcover because everywhere else they're selling the book paperback mostly. So I ordered the book, and lo and behold, long story short, the book came in Thursday, and she was gonna be at the bookworm that Saturday. So I wound up going to meet her and listen to her tell the story of this book, which is based off true events. With no further ado, I am talking about the lovely Vanessa Miller, the American Queen. Vanessa Miller, the American Queen. She even signed the book for me. Short story about the signing. I'm so used to authors signing the book like right here that I left out of the bookstore, and I was like, oh, she didn't sign this because I actually bought two other books there to give away. Um, so we were so busy talking, I feel like she forgot to sign it, but she didn't. I do apologize again, Vanessa, for my mistake. This book right here, oh my God, is simply amazing, beautiful. It's emotional at times. It actually had me in tears. Um, it takes place 1864. You have the main character Louella, who is on a on the plantation with her family. The master is Montgomery, and I did not like him from the get go because of what he did to Louella's mother, Brenda, and then for her to witness what happened to her father. I was just torn right then and right there, and then all of a sudden, the war ended. So the slaves got their freedom, and she convinced everyone to leave for their freedom. Let's do this. Let's have our own land. Long story short, I loved her grandmother, Mama Sue. At first, I was conflicted with Mama Sue pushing Luella onto William, which is the master, Montgomery's son, who is a pastor. I just felt with the age gap, I'm like, Mama Sue, what you doing? And Luella was such a strong minded, strong woman who stood up and was feisty and really didn't take no mess, even when she was a slave. And I would just say I connected with Luella so much that it wasn't even funny, because when I think about the things that I've been through this last few years and speaking up on things that others wouldn't do and was too, I'm not gonna say they're scared, they wouldn't speak up. I just put it that way. I connected with her so much in this book, and I just, ooh. And William brother Robert, which I hate. his name was my name. But that's beside the point. I did not like him all the way through this book because of what he stood for, what he was doing. I just, and William, and William was his brother, right? So William, he was, to me, William was like my favorite character in the American Queen. And it's like he was so nice. He saw things different than Louella, who she did. She had a little hate in her heart, and rightfully so. But he changed her, and as the book go on, I really felt like she really loved William. And when they left Mississippi and they traveled from Mississippi to Alabama, through Alabama to Georgia, and you saw the change. And when they got to their destination, I'm gonna try Mrs. Serpent, certain. I can't. I hope I pronounce her name right. And when they got to her land and offered to buy the other acres of her land that wasn't being used, and they built the happy land. And when they was doing what they was doing, I was like, oh, okay, this is so cool. And then when Luella went to the workplace and was looking for William, and when they told him he left, and when she came home, I had to put the book down because that just broke my heart. And I tell you, it was days when I was reading this book and when I was just thinking about what I was reading and taking in, especially Luella, it just brought tears to my eyes. All the hardships she had went through. And then to get to Happy Land, and then for Robert to do what he did, I just, And then toward the end, I will say that I kind of was conflicted about how I felt about Robert when Luella asked him, "Why did you have that? Why did you do what you did? What was your purpose?" And he said, basically, how you gonna say that I did what I did, I was doing it to save them. So that right there kind of made me a little softer, just a little bit. Still, he did some crazy things in this book, Robert. And I would like to say who else I did not like in this book is that Mary. Back to the master, Montgomery. Mary, I couldn't stand her. She made me, the way she treated them. Especially when the wedding, I couldn't comprehend her. I mean, I did like the master, but she was something else. I just want to say, please pick up American Queen. This was actually, even though I read this book back in November, I did my review a little later, closer to the release date, which, like I said before, was January the 30th of this year, 2024. I just want to say this definitely is one of the best, I would say, best reads so far, historical read I read this year. And the year's not gone. It is April right now. And like I said before, this book will take you through some things. Um, I love meeting you, Vanessa Miller, and conversating with you about this book. It was just amazing how you talked about how you went to the actual land and your experience and everything. Just simply beautiful read. And I'm glad that you went through and did your research, because at first you was like you didn't know because this was your first historical writing a book historical. I just want to say you knocked this one out of the park, love. I look forward to more material from you. I did my review on Amazon and Goodreads. This is a 5 star. Please pick up The American Queen by Vanessa Miller. You will not be disappointed. This book right here, mm, it'll take you to places that you don't want to go, but it's worth the read. Because when I was reading this book, I was just thinking about the things that our ancestors sacrificed for us to have. Some of the things we have today, we've come a long way, still a long way to go because certain parties want to take us back to this right here. Pay attention, people. Um, Please subscribe to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm on Instagram, Robert underscore reading underscore room. And my Facebook group is Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Please check out The American Queen by Vanessa Miller. You will not be disappointed. This is a phenomenal, excellent, beautiful read. Thanks again, Vanessa, for sharing this with us. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Have a great evening.